Okay, so today is Monday, December 9th. This is the third time filming this video because I lost the footage the first two times, and this means that it's going to be a lot. The first time I filmed the video was like great, and I felt so good about it, and then I realized I didn't have the footage. But it's okay. Basically, what I learned today is that I didn't really learn. I was kind of just like thinking about it, and I don't really have a solution in this video. I'm just kind of want to talk through things, and hopefully you find it helpful, and hopefully, I don't know. But basically, I've been thinking a lot about just finding the balance between you're not enough and you are enough, basically. And I'm just trying to be in the middle, and I don't really know how to do that. Because the you are enough side is kind of like hustle culture, like you'll never be enough, like you have to be working harder, like wake up at 3 a.m. and like do a 3-hour workout and then like achieve all your goals, like that kind of thing. I don't know if that makes sense, but like I feel like I'm more on that side. I'm always thinking that I need to be doing more. But then the other side is like you are enough. And I think on the extreme, there's like people, it's definitely a very common thing to see, like you need to be loving yourself and you need to be like you are enough kind of thing. And I don't agree with both of those. I think that neither of them are sustainable if you want actual improvement kind of thing, an actual like try to achieve your goals in terms of worldly success. So yeah, so on the like hustle culture, you're not enough side, that's not sustainable. Like if you do that forever, then you're not gonna be happy, and you probably won't achieve as much as you could if you had more like weren't so hard on yourself. It's just not sustainable. But I do think there's a place for that. Like there's a time, like those people who do those like 30-day challenges where it's like it's time to lock in or whatever. Like I think in a short time span it is good to do that, but it's not sustainable. And it's the same is true for the other side of like self-love, you'll always be enough kind of thing. Because if you're always like that, then you're not really going to achieve anything, right? You're always going to be thinking, oh, I'm enough, I don't need to do that. And that's ultimately just like you're not going to end up doing anything. So neither of those paths are good. So you need to be somewhere in the middle, and that's just what I've been trying to find. And I find that most of my days are on one of the two sides. I'm either like, I'm enough, can procrastinate this, I don't need to do this, or I'm like, you need to be working hard, you need to lock in, like you need to do more. Like most of my days are on either side of the spectrum, and I haven't been able to find the balance between the two, of having like good quality work, but also making sure that I'm not burning out, or just keeping it sustainable, right? And this is all in terms of like worldly success, because ultimately like none of this is really gonna matter. Like this YouTube channel is not gonna matter, my softball is not gonna matter, my school is not gonna matter when I die. Like the only thing that matters there is just, did I know God, right? Did I build a relationship with him? Did I choose to live for him? Did I choose to live with him, kind of thing? So ultimately I need to make sure that no matter what I'm doing, my actions are still aligned with that mindset and with that ultimate goal of glorifying God. But it's hard. Yeah, it's hard. The problem with improvement and with having goals is that we're always gonna have more goals, and we're always gonna have more things that we want to be improving at. Like once I've reached 1,000 subscribers, so now I want like 10,000 subscribers, and then I'll eventually, if I get that far, I'll eventually want 100,000 subscribers. Like our goals are always, the goalposts are always moving, and they're always going up. We're always having higher mountains to climb, right? We might think, oh, I just want to climb the small mountain and then I'm done. But then we realize there's a bigger mountain and we want to climb that. And ultimately, I think the reason why I'm always so focused on like you need to be working harder, like you need to achieve that next mountain kind of mindset, is because I'm afraid of missing out, like FOMO basically, but FOMO for my potential. Like I feel like I have lots of potential that I might not know about, or might not unleash or whatever, but I have a fear of missing out on that potential. Like I feel like if I had the skills and if I had the abilities, if I have the potential to have like a super successful YouTube channel, then I want to be working really hard for that. If I have the potential to play softball in college, then I want to be working really hard to do that, right? But like, I guess something I realized is that I don't need that. Like, I might have that fear of missing out on potential, but I don't need to reach that full potential. And that's just very hard for me because I want to reach that full potential, right? I want to be the best that I can be. I want to be more than the best that I can be, honestly, because sometimes I think about what if I try my best and I'm the best that I can be and it's still not enough, right? And I don't achieve my goals. And like, I think honestly, we just need to realize that some of our goals are unachievable, and that's just not nice reality. I don't like that. I like to think that anything is possible, but I don't know if that's true in terms of like our own abilities. I don't know. So yeah, this is something that I've just been struggling with. Kind of two things. Knowing, like, finding the balance in my daily life of just making sure I'm not too like work hard kind of thing, but also I'm not too like lazy kind of thing. But also just making sure that just being satisfied, I guess. Like I have a thing here that says happy but never satisfied, and I honestly don't know if that's a good mindset to have, because if we're never satisfied, like, we're always wanting to achieve more, and I don't think that's a bad thing, but I think it could turn into a bad thing. I don't know, but also like none of it matters because I'm gonna die anyway, and as long as I live a life close to God, then like this is just something I've been thinking a lot about lately. I've just struggled with, I don't know if it's bad to be thinking I need to be working harder, because I think I mentioned that in a video, and then my dad was like, maybe you don't need to be working harder. And that was just, it's hard for me to wrap my mind around the fact that some things are just unachievable and some things you won't get to do. And some things you won't be able to reach your full potential on. And I just don't like I don't like to think about the fact that I'm not going to achieve certain things. Like, I feel like something that I want to do throughout my entire life is to always be improving. I never want to stop being improving. I don't like to think about the fact that goals are, like, some things are unachievable for me, especially things that I want. And I want to always just be thinking, if I work harder, if I do this thing more, if I do this thing better, if I do the right things, then I will achieve these goals. And I have a fear of missing out on that. I have a fear of missing out on my goals and my full potential or whatever. But I don't, yeah, that's basically it. I just have a fear of missing out on my goals. And I want to always be working really, really hard until I achieve those goals. But the problem is, once I achieve that goal, I'm going to want to achieve the next goal. So then, like, at what point are you satisfied? At what point does it stop? But I don't think it stops because I always want to be improving. But then that's why you need to find the balance between, like, working really hard but not too hard. But like, if you're not working hard enough, then other people are going to get ahead of you and you might not achieve those goals. So I don't really know. Because I don't think it's sustainable to always be thinking, to always be working at your hardest all of the time. You don't always need to be 100% every time. I literally talked about this in a previous video, and I was saying, like, I need to be 100% every time, with everything. But I guess recently I've just been realizing that I don't need to be 100% every single time. I don't need to reach the highest mountain at everything every single time. But that's just hard for me to do. Like, I don't want to do that. I want to be 100% with everything. I want to do my best with everything, and I want to do more than my best. And I want to achieve a lot. I don't know, I guess, okay, what I learned today is that I'm a very ambitious person, and I want to do a lot of things, and it's hard for me to wrap my mind around the fact that I won't be able to do all of those things. But maybe I could do all of those things if I worked hard enough. This is my problem. Ugh. I think there is a sweet spot for working your hardest, but still keeping your priorities. I think you can still work your hardest and achieve your best while still having your priorities set right, while still making sure that everything you do is aligned with glorifying God, and while still making sure that you are not prioritizing your hard work over other important things, like your time with God, your time with your family and friends and like relationships, and just like taking care of yourself, staying healthy, staying sane. Yeah, I do think there is a sweet spot for that. And I think all of these successful people that I look up to, and obviously like their lives aren't perfect. Nobody's life is perfect. But they have that. They have that balance between all different aspects of their lives. They're able to work their hardest and achieve their best while still being happy, while still having relationships, while still just being a good person, while still having that relationship with God. I guess, yeah, I'm just trying to find that sweet spot in my daily life of taking care of myself, taking care of others, and still working my hardest and trying my best and trying to achieve these really ambitious goals. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know if you struggle with the same thing of just always wanting to be doing more and always wanting to be 110% at everything, and letting that kind of, I don't know, it makes you feel bad when you are not at 100%. It makes you feel really bad about yourself. At least for me, it makes me feel really bad about myself. But when I am at 100%, it makes me feel good about myself. But then is it even worth it, right? For all the things that you sacrifice. I don't know. I'm just trying to find a balance in my life. That's what I learned today. I'm trying to find a balance in my life, with all the things that I need to do. So, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on this, because I don't really have a solution in this video. I'm kind of just talking about my problems. But yeah, if you have the same problems, if you have maybe found a solution, then definitely let me know in the comments below. Let me know what helps you within trying to find a balance for life, I guess. Yeah, if you found this video helpful in any way, shape, or form, then please hit the like button. If you want to see more videos, then definitely subscribe, because I'm posting every single day talking about what I learned that day and how I'm trying to apply it to my life, and how you guys can apply it to yours. At least that's what I'm trying to do, but it doesn't always turn out that way. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to watch more, then you can click on this video, because it's specifically recommended just for you, and you can subscribe in that corner. Yeah, if you subscribe, then I will see you in tomorrow's video.